Welcome back to the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Games and Things. These folks have a sale on bar stools and kitchen stools going on right now, but they also have a Palliser upholstery event going on through May 30th. All their Palliser upholstery is on sale. They have tons and tons of options. I bought 2 Palliser home theater seats from Games and Things 4 years ago. They're perfect. They're incredibly comfortable. They, if you spill something on it, it's just a quick wipe and it's clean. Just great stuff. I love all the home theater seats I've gotten. This is the second set I've gotten from them over the last 20-something years. Games and Things is the place to go, and this Palliser event is something special. Plus, you've got the bar stools and the kitchen stools on sale as well. There's a bunch of reasons to get to Games and Things right now. Get out there this week and see them at the corner of Kingston Pike and Lovell Road. Good people behind this store. Get out there and see Scott and Lisa Mellon for me. All right. Take a look here. This is back to the graphic. We got the SEC, and again, thanks to our friend of the program for sending in these fine graphics. That would have taken me days to come up with that. So you have the SEC there on the left. You have those 7 ACC schools on the right that are looking at the grant of rights agreement. Hypothetical world, let's say they get out of this. In reality, if the Big Ten, if they escape and the Big Ten expands, and they've made no bones, they're going to expand at some point again. If they expand, the SEC has to, unless you want to fall behind money-wise, and they don't. So let's just take that off the table. That's not right, what I really want to know. Take the money out of it. I'm just asking you guys as fans, if this is your 16-team league, you're not throwing anybody out, you're stuck with those 16, all right? Is there anybody on that other side that makes you say, oh, you've got to have them, we got to go to 18, or we got to go to, add them all, 25? Where are you on that? Do you look at any of those and say, man, I don't want to go to 18, but Clemson and North Carolina are just too good?
You know what? I don't want to go to 18. I don't want to go to 19 or 20. I would love to have Clemson. If I had my druthers, I'd rather not. I'd rather stay where they were in 1978. But since they're not, I would keep it where it is for right now. I don't think it's impossible with the parameters of the questions. No, I would not expand again.
It's good. He's paying
Before
attention.
you've even seen what expansion's going to do this time.
Right.
We don't even have Texas and Oklahoma yet.
Paying attention to the parameters of the question.
That's
Always key, Chuck. So, do you see anybody on that ACC list that makes you say we got to do it?
I would love to have Florida State. I just think that would just be a natural. And if you're going to add one, I would add Florida State and Clemson. And I would say that's it. That's where I'm stopping. Anybody else, you guys want to go somewhere else, you go. We could make this work, but it really gets complicated scheduling and everything, right?
No.
But those two, Florida State would just be a great year after year rivalry to me, Tennessee.
No, I think Tennessee and Clemson would be fantastic every year.
To me, those are the two.
Right.
Virginia Tech makes sense too, but now you're looking at, okay, now you're to 19 teams.
Right.
To me, it's if you're going to do it.
If you went 19, you're going to go 20.
Yes.
You'd have to go to 20.
Yeah, am I within the parameters if I say I'll expand with Clemson, Florida State, if we also expand the schedule? Like if we go to 10 conference games?
Sure.
Because
in my perfect world, we're already there.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so what's the point of expanding if you're not expanding the schedule? Like the fact that there is still actual debate, I know we've covered this on the show multiple times now, but between 8 and 9 games is insulting to anybody's intelligence that's paying attention to this.
Especially when you're talking about the ticket prices we showed earlier.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if you're playing more games against these teams, then yeah, I'm for it because that means more good football games. But if you're just expanding the conference and keeping the same amount of games and you're going to have bad non-conference games, then I would not be for
Maybe
it.
that's the reason Austin Peay's there. It keeps the prices lower.
But I mean, that's an excellent point. If you go from 8 to 9 to 10 games, and you're seeing these teams that you're adding.
I want to see these teams come in if I get to see them play.
Yeah.
But, like that's been the issue with the past 10 years. Is Texas A&M came into the league. Well, Tennessee fans haven't actually seen it much. They saw them in the COVID year where not everybody could go.
Right. Yeah, would you
That's the
rather
only time they've been to Knoxville so far, and they'll come this year.
Would you rather see Austin Peay, or would you rather see Florida State?
Exactly.
And the question was, what would I do? I think in reality, you get Florida State, you get Clemson, you get Virginia Tech.
And try and get North Carolina, too, is what they do, I think.
I think North Carolina, I don't think, and we talked about it off the air or in the previous segment, Miami's a bad fit.
I think so, but doesn't mean they wouldn't do it.
I don't think Miami's good. I don't think Virginia's a good fit. North Carolina State, Wake Forest, So I think North Carolina, if you stuck with that, with the ACC, that would be the one.
Right, and I kind of look at it like, who do you not want to lose to somebody else? Who do you not want to see really get stronger because you didn't go get them when you had the chance to?
Yeah.
The problem is there anybody here that disagrees with me that I don't have a problem with Texas A&M. I think Texas A&M should have been the SEC years ago.
No,
That is an SEC school. They
Right.
fit in every way.
Right.
They're nuts. It's perfect. The other three, Missouri, Texas, and Oklahoma. If you could throw those three out and add Clemson, Florida State, and whoever your third choice is,
Right.
Virginia Tech, Miami, North Carolina. But if you could add that three in place of Texas, Oklahoma,
Yeah.
and Missouri,
Yeah.
wouldn't that be better?
I think
I
so.
think so, yeah.
Yes.
I would like it much better.
Which is
Or
easier
boot
to,
Vanderbilt.
yeah, all right.
I'm always for booting
I
Vanderbilt.
thought about, well, which is easier to drive to and see a ball game?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a heck of a lot easier to get to Clemson or Florida State than it
yeah.
is, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Well, what's funny is I was doing this. We may do this later this summer, but I was looking at that. I was thinking Oklahoma was going to be the new Far Point. Depends on where you're going from, but it's Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
That's the one. To go to Austin, Texas, that is a haul to get to Austin, Texas from anywhere. Lexington, Columbia, South Carolina, Gainesville. I mean, good luck. So to me, if you could add Tallahassee into that, or a Clemson, or even
Yes.
Virginia Tech,
Yeah.
that's just easier. I think it's easier on fans, but it's not about fans. It's never,
Exactly.
It stopped being about fans a long time ago. And people say it should be about the players. It was never about the
Never.
players. It's about the
This
the
may be
schools
the
making
closest
money.
we've ever been to it being about the players, actually.
I was going to think because this is the closest it's ever been to everybody agreeing.
Well, that too. When we come back, and Bob, thanks for being here today. Appreciate it.
All right, glad to have been here.
When we come back, in-game coaching interviews, players mic'd up, more cameras swinging through on wires and floating on drones, and then the quarterback's helmet and all that stuff. Does the SEC need more of that flash? We'll discuss whether the SEC, the Pac-12 is doing it, but should the SEC? That's next. We'll see what these guys say. Come on back.